God wants somebody to hear from me or something. I don't know. And I always told him to use me, so he uses me.
Well, I'm glad that you feel that.
No,
That's
honestly,
really, it really helps me a
no,
lot.
I just try to live every day, and I don't plan the future ever. I never have, never.
Never plan the future. Just go.
Whatever hits me, I
Yeah.
mean, just dive in.
You just react with life, right? Like,
Yeah,
just do what you can with what you have.
and when I look around me and I see all my blessings, a lot of times I'm really overwhelmed because I have so much. You know,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I have so much. Yeah, makes me want to cry.
Oh,
And I mean, I have people that you come into my life, and well, if he can use me, okay, go ahead.
let's let him use me so we can help more people. I say we talk, and you're always coming from a really positive place. So I think we can help a lot of people with our conversations. You
I
know,
hope so.
thinks I really do think so. I think we can help a younger generation that might feel lost, not even think about getting older when they're just trying to survive that day. So I think us talking and you sharing your experiences with us, like I think it would help a lot. I think it does, and if it helps you, I think that's even better. You
But
know.
it helps me to think about my life in a lot of ways I never understand. If it wouldn't be for you, I wouldn't have never, or if I was the first tour, I've
Yeah.
never gone back into my life.
Yeah.
So I guess God wanted me to go back there. So back there. Because my kids would encourage me to write my autobiography. I said, no.
It's really tough though. Like, how do you write that? Like, how do you if you're not a writer, it's hard to
Yeah,
write it.
yeah.
But I think if we just have a
I don't have
conversation,
a time. Yeah, I like it much better because I would never write it. It's too time consuming. Although when I was at home and I was just sitting with taking care of my siblings, I love to write. That's how I told you. I was thinking about my husband. That was the only kind of outlet that I had was different. Was writing letters to them back and forth.
yeah.
But I guess it ended up the way God wanted it to because the son wasn't in my plan. But that wasn't on the horizon for me. But it happened. Yeah,
And it's everything that you've done seems to got you where you are now, right?
yeah.
Is there anything that any mistakes that you remember? Like your faith is a huge thing for you, right?
That's my whole life.
Your faith
That's
is,
my whole
yeah.
life.
Did it ever? Did you ever either questioned it or
Never,
never questioned it?
never.
Never. Wow. How is that possible? Like, how did you do that? Like,
Well, I
because I
say,
think a lot of young people question even religion in itself. A lot of people seem to be going away from it.
yeah, I know it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
If they only realize that's the true way to happiness. Is staying close to God and keeping His commandments. That's the true way to happiness. They don't believe it, but that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
When you watch the news, it's all bad
I
news.
don't watch the news.
Yeah. So that's probably a
You
thing.
know why?
Why?
Because all that crazy stuff that's going on, God's in control. That's the reason I don't have to listen to all this stuff. I don't have to listen to that,
Yeah.
and I don't.
So don't listen to the news because it's all bad anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's good to know what's going on in the world, but I mean, some people overdo it. They just sit there and watch it all day, and it's a negative thing. I mean, some of it, most of it is. And you don't know who to believe, what to believe. Everybody got a different opinion, so
It's it's a lot easier to remember the bad
yes,
than the
it's
good.
good. And in spite of everything that's going on, there's more good than bad in the world.
I agree.
no
It's just
good.
so easy
Yeah,
to
yeah,
always see the negative and be upset about it,
yeah,
and that's all they pretty much gets your attention. That's how they get your attention.
yeah, yeah,
You know, social media, the news, newspapers, like everything is bad. Like,
yeah. And it makes me think about my life a lot because, as I said, nobody explained religion or God to me. Just like this God's way. I just it's just where he brought me into the world. Or he had something for me to do the way I'm doing it. I guess.
yeah, that's amazing that there was never a doubt in it, never questioned it.
Never. Yeah, I can remember when I was a little girl. I always did like to pray. I've always, and especially after I made my first communion, I was always, I have to laugh. Sometimes when I start to think about the stuff, uh, people could be all like, I remember one time we were having something at the hall at the parish, and I don't remember what happened. Oh, I know what happened. We have a lot of boy cousins, and sometimes all the girls were to play together. So this one day, this my cousin was chasing me down the house, and I fell, and he fell on top of me. I didn't know anything about how you got pregnant or anything, right?
Yeah,
And I thought that's not right. So I read, and we went to church. We were at the parish. We went to the parish. Oh yeah, that happened at the house, and that after we went to the church and to the hall because they was having something. And I remember, I all by myself. I went into church and I got in front of Saint Therese. I said, uh, "Please don't let me get." I didn't know the word pregnant. I said, "Don't let me get pregnant until I get married." I was so naive. But we played boys and girls because all of our cousins, we always played, especially on Sundays.
yeah.
We all got together. There was nothing else to do but to get together with your cousins and swing the vines, not me, but swing on the vines or play hide the switch and hopscotch or whatever. That was our Sunday thing. Because during the week you were out in the field working, you didn't have time. So on Saturdays and Sundays you have to shop for something different to do.
All the kids would work like you
Oh
would.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, when did you go to school?
We went to school, like Monday through Friday, but it was like I told you before, it was a one room classroom for everybody, first grade, and we went during the week. Uh,
But you started your day even earlier, right?
yeah,
Probably.
because we had to walk.
Walk to school?
Yeah, we walked to and from school until 3 years later they managed to get a bus. But when we first started school, we had to walk, and I walked barefooted. Just one morning, my feet were so cold.
Oh no.
I learned my lesson quick. I said, I'm not going to walk without my shoes anymore. Oh,
Oh man.
me and shoes. I told you how I met my husband with those big floppy
With the
shoes.
floppy shoes. Wow.
Oh, God. No, I've been laughed at a lot in my life, but it kind of, for a long time, I guess I had some really low self-esteem because of the things that happened to me and living in the prejudice environment and, people calling you names and trying to bring you down and all that kind of stuff. So, but I've outgrown all that. So thank God.
Is there one of those that really sticks out to you that someone either laughing or being mean to you or racist that
Well,
stands
the
out?
one that sticks out to me is the one with the shoes, first of all.
Uh huh.
But I think another thing that really sticks out with me was I was walking from, I tell you, when my husband and I got married, he was overseas, and we'd have to go to the post office to mail things. And you had to go through the right section of the place to get to the post office. And I can remember walking to the post office, but they call you names, the N-word.
Hmm.
I hope I got that out for you to see. I'm laughing because I found something really funny. I hope I put it. You won't believe it. I'm not laughing because it's funny, but it's comical in a way because, but it's not comical, but it is. You know, the way people think.
Yeah.
It's just unreal. Oh, I don't think I'm not around a lot of people anymore. Except I haven't had any problem with teaching my classes and students and I've haven't had a problem with that at all. So um, I guess that's been a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised that people will take my class. And, you
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Oh.
And I've been all these years. I've been there, and I'm still there. So it must. I hope it's doing somebody some good. Because I enjoy teaching. I did.
Well, you taught me a lot.
I did.
In class, out of class, all the time. Every time we hang out, I learn something new. Stretch, stretch, stretch is one of my favorite ones now. A stretched body is a healthy body.
I'm so happy for that you try to. You know, it's I want to tell people your age. Please work towards your older age by working out, stretching, and doing something. Money is fine, but health is wealth. If you have all this money and you don't have your health, what good is it?
Yeah.
You know, you'll die and leave it to somebody else to enjoy or fight over. That's the problem.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Other than the what we're talking about, on the same for young people, what would you tell your 20-year-old self about handling stress and uncertainty?
Handling stress.
And uncertainty, like things you don't know, you can't control. It's uncertain.
I have to say, I've been stressing in my life at times because I was in a bad marriage. That was the time I was stressful. I think I told you I was so stressed out I had a nervous breakdown. I ended up in the hospital, and um, I didn't know how to handle stress. And I went to the doctor and they prescribed some kind of whatever it was. It's supposed to the mosquitoes still getting him.
No, 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 no. We're good. We're good.
And I can remember I took it, and when then I was sitting in the chair, and I couldn't move. And I made up my mind right then and there, I will not take this. And I've been like that ever since.
How
I
did
will take not.
so? What did you end up doing? How did you change, and how did you dealt with the
I
stress?
think I tell you, I think in my case, my religion, my faith has always been my survivor.
Yeah.
That's been my that's the thing that has seen me through all of my life.
How do we get there? How do we? How can we get people to get back to faith, and get back to religion?
It's hard. You know what? If you try to talk to young people about God, religion, and commandments, they don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear it. They say I'm a spiritual person. Everybody's a spiritual person. You're not. I mean, if you're not spiritual, you're dead. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You're still. I mean, your spirit's gonna live on and never gonna die.
Yeah.
So you have to. You're gonna go one place or the other. You make up your mind which one you want to go to, and that's what you work toward. If you want to go to heaven, you have to work at it like anything, and it's not an easy. It's not easy. Keeping God's word is not easy. And people sometimes want to make their own rules. That's what I find now talking to young people. Oh, they say I'm spiritual. I don't need to go to church. That's what they say.
Yeah.
And that's not true.
Again, we're talking about like bad, bad news. Everything's bad, and then unfortunately, some priests, some people in the church have done bad things. So that's the only thing you hear about, unfortunately.
You know what? There's not a perfect person on this earth.
Yeah, I agree with you. No.
And not a person, unfortunately, it's true.
Yeah.
But you have to realize that we all flawed. Everybody in this world is flawed.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it's so important for us to be able to forgive one another.
Mm-hmm.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's what you have to learn how to do. Forgive. That's what God asks of us, to forgive one another. I mean, people do bad things. I say I know the church is not I mean, the people in the church is not perfect, but God is perfect. You know. And I said that's really why we needed Jesus to come down and die for us, because we would all be end up in where.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but he came down and died for us, and so we need to try to keep his commandments and do the best we can. He knows that we're gonna fall. He knows we're imperfect. He knows all that. How you doing, Kenny?
I'm doing okay. I'm gonna do another one more test, and then I want to try to situate it where I think you can still sit, but you're not. You can use the heater.
Okay.
Most of it comes out the top.
It has a
Top
smell.
quarter.
It has.
It's gonna smell right now, but I got it vacuumed out. But we have to let it burn like 30 minutes.
Oh, so it's still on?
Burn it on. Yeah, I'm gonna go do another test.
Thank you so much.
Put the furniture where I think you can turn it on, and you won't have an issue, because you can't have that chair that close to the heater.
No, I know.
So I'm gonna try to do a little situation.
Oh, and tell your mom to use her.
Oh, I will. I'm not leaving yet.
He was telling me his mom is in really bad shape. No, you can't. I'm sorry, folks. You got to get up, and everybody's body's different, and you know your limitations, and some people just can't do it. I understand that, but if you can't, please, what little you have, use it, please. It's gonna help.
Use it or lose it.
Because sitting around is not gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's just not. Thank you so much.
Of course, absolutely.
So that's the we're getting back to we've had bad popes, we've had bad priests, and it's going to be like that at any time, but that doesn't mean that Jesus' church is not the true church. That doesn't mean it at all.
Yeah.
It's just that people, I don't care who you are, you're human. You fall. Because I'm the worst person I know, but God is good to me. I try my best. That's what God asked us to try. I mean, to find a hummingbird.
Oh,
I scared him. Oh, baby.
cool. You made a good mix, huh? They're liking it.
I made what you did.
Oh, good.
I made it before and they liked it, but I don't have as many. And I noticed the lady that moved in, she has 2 in her front yard now. So I think they use hers more than mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That stuff I bought some already made. It was clear. It turned brown. I threw it out.
Ooh, no.
And it wasn't cheap.
Yeah, no. Make your own. It's a lot.
I know.
They like it better too. It's better for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next? It's a good thing we didn't try to go in the house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, he usually come about 2. He came early today. And I wasn't sure. I said, but our folks is coming today or tomorrow. But it's okay. It's going to be in mind. Be nice. Getting bit up by mosquitoes.
Let's see what. Let me check, because I did ask some people questions to see what they wanted me to ask you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and see. So this was some of them. There was one. Can you share a time in your life when you faced overwhelming challenges? What got you through it? But I think your religion again.
Well, as I say, every challenge that I've had in my life has been because of my faith in God. Every challenge. I mean, that's to me is the answer. To me, I mean, I've had things in my life that I didn't think I could get through, but because of my faith in God, He's brought me through it all. Yeah, faith in your life is really important. It really is. And I think more so now than ever, because there's so much going on, modern technology. You're in touch with the whole world in an instant. You know what's going on all over the world. And people get stressed out about it. I mean, a very stressful time we're living in with modern technology and all that's going on to me. Yeah. And just like right now, um, I try to practice my faith more than ever because it's important to me and it keeps me sane.
With everything crazy going on, that's your grounding, right?
Yes,
So grounds you, brings you back.
yes,
Hmm.
yep. No, I have to admit, life is not easy. Honestly, it's not easy. I don't care what. If you live, as long as you live, there's always going to be a challenge in your life, in one way or another.
I think that's one thing. Like, if we accept that part right there, that's always going to be something. That reduces a little bit of the stress of it because you already know something's going to come up, no
Yeah,
matter what,
yeah.
right?
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to look for it.
No.
You don't have to look for it. It's coming.
Don't look for it. Don't worry about it. I like that.
Oh, he's praise.
Mhm.
Somebody try to get away. You can't run away. It's just like the most challenging thing in my life since COVID has been, I go to mass every morning over at St. Barnabas.
I'm sorry?
I go to mass every morning at St. Barnabas.
Uh-huh.
That you don't have a clue how hard it is to go over there as close as it is with people going to work, people dropping their kids off to school, people coming to church, people leaving church. There is no way you can get out of there without a challenge. It's not possible.
So you just accept it.
You have to accept it, but you have to figure out a way how you get through it. You know what my way is? If it wouldn't be for the fact it's so cold, it's outdoor. Because I was walking every morning before all this happened.
Yeah.
I would just walk every morning. I may start walking again if the sun it's not so dark, but a few times I walked when it was dark. It's kind of spooky. And one morning, 2 coyotes was coming coming towards me, and that freaked me out.
Yeah, the other day when I left, one of the times I left, I saw the coyote in the daytime. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is early in the morning. And nobody on the street but me and the coyote. I let it run on somebody's porch and yell, "Help!"
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I told you she would like it.
Oh, she finally made it.
Uh-huh.
She said, "You weren't going to leave here without me."
Uh-uh.
Oh, she's still here. I didn't know she's still here.
Oh, she was laying down right here.
No, as I said, life is a challenge. You don't have to go looking for nothing. It'll find you.
I think also it seems from me knowing you, you're really consistent with your faith, going to mass every morning, your workouts for as long as you've been doing it, your way of living your life is really consistent. I'm sure you have days where you don't want to get out of bed.
No,
Or
it's never happened.
no?
No,
Oh, wow.
I can't stay like this morning. I told you I woke up at 4.
Yeah.
I cannot. I can't take the last time I was in bed till 8 o'clock. Even before the time changed, I was already waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Did I tell you that?
No.
Anyway, yeah, I was already waking up. I guess my body, after all these years, kind of know when things are going to change.
It starts getting ready.
That's what I was thinking about 3 or 4 weeks. I can't wait to fuck. I said, what am I doing? And this morning was even earlier, and I can't go back to sleep. If I do, I feel groggy. It's better for me to get up and do what I have to do, and then I can relax. But as far as staying in bed, I cannot stay in bed. I cannot. I can't do it. And I can take a nap if I feel up to it, but if I take a nap, it can only be like 10 or 15 minutes. If I go over, I'm groggy. So I just have to keep moving. And I got lots to do. Because when they moved my stuff over here, I think I told you I couldn't have a professional do so. Father Scott's friend again
Mildred is calling.
Hello.
I want to show you something before I leave.
Oh, okay. Excuse me for
Yeah,
that.
of course.
You can think of what you want to ask me next.
Yeah.
You just don't want anything